Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick and the Detroit Lions versus Patrick Mahomes and the Washington Football Team.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington Football Team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now it's Lockett. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And going deep for Hill. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fitzpatrick. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and goes. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now he'll go deep down the middle into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20, and in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelsey. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. (21-0) our score after one. From the 41, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Akers. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Harrison Bryant His second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Here's Jones again on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Fitzpatrick's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Fitzpatrick's throw into the hands of Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. On first down, Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A chance to really cap off a big first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And shedding through the tackle. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Mac Jones, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In our game, we got to see a little Fitz magic. Ryan Fitzpatrick looking good. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. the prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 41, Fitzpatrick. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Chris Jones in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Gets this one to Hill. There's a nice move. Still fighting for more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mahomes now on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will greatly gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be at home next